Hi everybody, it's Laura. So we're going to do something different today, as you can see. First of all, I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for watching my videos. I want to thank you for subscribing and liking them. So what we are going to do today is I'm kind of going through, I'm getting prepared to do a mixing video for you that shows you the 4 different types of mixtures that there are. And I have it all broken down into very simple, into a simple recipe card. So the one thing that I have not done yet is a ring pour. We've done the swipes and the blooms before. That's the #1 mixture. We've done the Dutch pour before. That's the #2 mixture. We have done other pours before. That's the #3 mixture. And this is the 4th mixture. This is a ring pour or a painting on a vase. So what you're going to get to see, oh, I forgot to take, hold on. I forgot to take the wrapper off the canvas. So what you're going to see is a ring pour that you can do on a canvas, or you can do it on a vase and let it drip down onto the canvas. So what you have to do here is, this is so that you don't lose all the paint that's going to drip off of this vase. So what I do is I get this centered in the center of the vase, and then I put on the level, and I make sure that it's level both ways so that as we're pouring it goes down evenly. So this is level. So this is a little bit thicker of a consistency of paint so that you don't lose the rings as you pour it, and you'll see. So what we're using is Liquitex Basics Phthalo Blue, Liquitex Basics Turquoise Blue, and then I have this metallic silver. It is by US Art Supply. And so I'm kind of going for a frozen kind of look, a wintry kind of look. So what I did is I mixed my paints. This is going to be something different than we've ever done before. I mixed my paints, 5 parts Floetrol, 3 parts paint, and 2 parts water. And so I mixed these colors separately, and as you can see, it's nice and mixed well. You have to mix it very well. So these little cups, and I'll show you how you figure out these parts. So these little cups have little markers on here. I don't know if you could see, but there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, all the way up to 50 milliliters. And so I did 25, that would be the 5 parts of Floetrol. Then I did another 15 of the paint, and then I did 10 of the water. So that's your 5, 3, and 2, and it takes you up to the top. Now I know from looking at my chart that to cover this canvas, I need 3 ounces of paint total. So that's 1 ounce is 25 milliliters. So really I only need a half of this of each color, but I made extra just so that I get plenty of coverage. So you want to figure out how much you need to cover that canvas under here so that you mix enough paint. It doesn't matter what goes on the vase because that's all going to slide down and go onto your canvas. I also have this vase on this cup, because we are going to need to pick this up and move it to the side, and we don't want to be touching the vase. So we want to be able to grab this cup down here and move it to the side when it's done dripping so that we can finish the canvas where the paint is going to be. We're going to kind of move that around and get that paint moving. So what I'm going to do is I've got a little bit of rubbing alcohol here. 1 second. And you just want to make sure that your vase has no oils on it from your hands so that the paint sticks to it well. So I'm just going to do that with rubbing alcohol. It dries quickly and it gives you a nice finish so that the paint can adhere to it. I'm going to wipe it with a dry one just to be sure it's completely dry. Okay. Now, I'm going to check my level. Oh, I won't do that yet. So now what we want to do, we've got these 3 little cups of paint, okay? And we want to pour these into a larger cup that we are going to use to actually pour the entire project. So, let me get rid of everything that I have in my way here. And I'm going to grab my little dish that I put my sticks in because I don't need my sticks anymore. So let's scrape those off. And then I'll show you how it works. So this is something called a dirty pour. A dirty pour is where you pour your paints all into one cup, and they will mix together a little bit, and that's why it's called dirty as opposed to a straight pour. I could do that too. I could start with this color, then I could go to the next color, then I could go to the next color and do them individually. But we're going to do a dirty pour. So what I'm going to do is the first color into your cup is the color that's going to be the last one to come out. So whatever color you want to see more on this thing is the first one you want to put in. So we're going to pour some of this and we're going to kind of pour it sideways. And then I think we'll go with the dark blue. And we're just going to keep alternating so that as we pour this out onto the vase, it's going to make a pattern. Oh, I like these colors already. This is pretty. So we're just going to keep layering these in the cup. Until we've got all the paint in there. And thicker layers and less of them gives you more of your, it makes your colors not blend together as much. So I kind of want to see all the colors individually and not have them mix too much and turn muddy. So I'm doing thicker layers. If you want them more diffused in there, you could do thinner layers. It's all up to you. And you kind of have to experiment to find out what you like. And you'll come up with your own preferred way of doing it. Almost done. This metallic silver is really pretty. All right, so we're getting to the end of it. I've never done one of these before, so we are experimenting together. All right, that's the end of that one. That's the end of that one. And you kind of want to pour sideways on your cup like this to maintain your color differentiation, because if you just pour it in the middle, they're going to sink into each other and have more of a chance to become muddy. So here you can see our cup. We've got all these pretty layers in here, really pretty. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start pouring on this vase, and we're going to try to go in a circular ring motion. So I'm going to squeeze my cup so that it kind of forms a spout, and then I'm just going to go in little circles like so. Oh, this is pretty. It's going to go down over the vase and onto the canvas. Let's stop and see how we're looking. All right, this side is doing really good. I want to get some more over this way. Some more over this way. Quite a bit more over this way, because this side over here is taken care of. Oh, this is gorgeous. Okay. Now we're done. So let me look and make sure that paint has gotten everywhere. It has. Oh, I love this. This is so neat. So we've got this paint down on the canvas. So now what we have to do is we have to let this kind of drip. So you kind of want to let it drip for a good 15 minutes or so that it, until it finishes dripping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video now. I'm going to let this finish dripping, and then I'm going to come back in the same video and we're going to see what we do with the canvas. So we'll be right back in a little bit. Okay, everybody, we're back. So this has been dripping for about 15 minutes. And so what we're going to do is we are carefully going to grab the cup, and there's kind of a suction there, and we're going to take and we're going to move this vase out of the way. Okay, now we're going to deal with the canvas, which is beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of press down in the center and see if we can get some of that paint to roll towards the center. And if you notice, we have a beautiful like swirl effect here. As it comes off of that cup, it makes these pretty swirls, almost kind of like a kaleidoscope. Okay, our paint is now rolling towards the center. And so I'm just going to pick this up and I'm going to start tilting it just till we get off the edge, and then back the other way. Look at how pretty that is. I hope you can see. It's got beautiful metallics in there. Help it over the edge. And we're going to come back to the center. We're going to come this way. And then we're going to go back this way. And so this is really nice to make a gift for someone, because they get a vase and they get a matching picture to go with it. You could put these smaller canvases on those little picture stands. You can get them at the dollar store, and it just holds it up. And imagine how pretty it would be with the picture sitting next to the vase. Okay, look at that. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to touch up my corners right here. Make sure I've got paint on them. And like any other painting, you do want to go around and scrape your edges underneath. So I'm going to show you that. And let me take my gloves off and get rid of them. So, all right, so we're getting I'm looking at the vase, and we're actually getting like a iridescent shine to that. Let me get my scraper. Scrape the bottom like you always do to get rid of that paint that's coming off, so it doesn't pull your design down and off. There's one little spot right here that needs a bit of paint. There we go. So that is your tree ring vase painting and canvas. I really like that. Now I tried to go with 3 different colors. I went with a dark, with a medium, and with a light, and it's just, it provides a nice contrast. We have a little bit of purple even showing up, so I don't know where that came from, because it really shouldn't have created that, but I like it. And so it's really easy to do. And now I will be able to show you the example of this tree ring pour when I do my paint mixing video, because now I have examples of everything that I'm going to talk about in that video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Very simple to do, and it's kind of a great recipe and project for a beginner. Very very easy and foolproof. You get what you get. There's no, nothing in particular that you're looking for, but you could see these tree ring patterns in here, the different colors, and that's the whole purpose of the tree ring pour. And I will do another one on a canvas only, because you would do the same thing. You would just make your paint and you would swirl in that spiral pattern, and it'll just keep expanding across the canvas, and you'll have something that looks like a tree ring. But this one does need to be a little bit thicker than the others so that you get that look. So, okay, everybody, if you enjoyed it, please like the video, please follow the video, subscribe, and I will see you later. Thank you.